Hi guys, today we'll be going over lesson 33 for 2nd grade. So let's start with our first page, skip counting. Let's go over one example for this. Number 5, we have 290, 300, and 310. And we're going to first find the pattern. Then we're going to apply the pattern to find the next 3 numbers. So first let's look for a difference between the 2 numbers. Let's see if there's any common difference. So we're going to subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. 300 minus 290. 0 minus 0 equals 0. 0 minus 9, we're going to have to regroup. 10 minus 9 equals 1. 2 minus 2 equals 0. So basically the difference between these 2 numbers is 10. And since we have a smaller number here, 290, when we get to a bigger number, we're going to add 10 to get to the next number. So we're adding to get to the next number because each number is bigger than the previous number. Let's see if that's the same thing for these 2 numbers as well. The pattern is the same. 310 minus 300, 0 minus 0, 1 minus 0, 3 minus 3 equals 0. So again, it's 10. And 310 is bigger than 300, so we're adding 10 to get to the next number. So now we know to get to each number, we're going to add 10 in this number sequence. Let's look at this grouping first. 310 plus 10 to find the next number. Sorry, let's do that with the color. A 0 plus 0 equals 0. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Bring down the 3 because there's nothing underneath it. And we get the next number to be 320. So if you add 10 to 310, then the next number is 320. And then, again, let's find this. 320 plus 10 to get to the next number. 0 plus 0. 2 plus 1 equals 3. Bring down this 3 because there's nothing underneath it. We get 330. And lastly, let's do this right here. 330 plus 10 to get to the next number. We'll just add 10 here. 0 plus 0 equals 0. 3 plus 1 equals 4. Bring down this 3. And the next number we get is 340. So yeah, that's basically how you do the skip counting. And if you look here, we go from 29 to 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Now let's go on to the next page. We have missing numbers. Let's go over number 1. 200 plus 1 plus blank equals 281. So let's first look at the place values. We have the hundreds placed right here. This is the hundreds. And then we have the next place value. This is the tens. And then the ones. So if you look here, we have 200s because we have a 0 in the tens, a 0 in the ones, and here we have 1 in the ones place. If you look here now, we have a 2, an 8, and 1. So we have to find what's missing. Let's first subtract 281 minus what we already have, which is this 200 plus 1. 200 plus 1, 0 plus 1 equals 1. Bring down the 0, bring down the 2. 201. So this equals 201. Now if we subtract, we have 1 minus 1, which equals 0. 8 minus 0 equals 8. 2 minus 2 equals 0. So we get 80. And basically, oops, sorry about that. we have our hundreds place right here. The 200 is the hundreds place. The 1 is the ones place. And now we have the 8, which is the which is the tens place. So now we've completed our number. Because if you look here, we have a 1, an 80, and a 200. So yeah, it works with the place values. Now let's look over number 3. It has 455 equals 50 plus 400 plus blank. So let's look at what we do have again. If you look here, the number all the way to the left, if there are 3, this is the hundreds place. We have the hundreds, and there's zeros and everything else. We have the 5 in the tens place, and we have 0 and everything else. So now we need to look for this. We know that it's just going to be 5, but again, let's do the subtraction. Let's add 400 plus 5, 50. I'll erase this for now. 400 plus 50 is 450. We're going to subtract this from 455 to find what is missing. Now we have 455 right here. We're going to subtract the 450. The ones place we have 5. Tens place we have 5 minus 5, which is 0. 4 minus 4, which is also 0. So the number we're missing is 5. Again, you can do it by subtracting this, or you can just look at the place values and look at what we do have. Again, we have the 5 in the ones place, the 5 in the tens place, or 50, and the 4 in the hundreds place, which is 100, 400. And then you know that you've got the right answers. Now we can move on to the next page. It says adding groups. Count how many are in each group and how many groups. Then count or add the total. So I drew little boxes so we can see the groups more clearly, but we're going to focus on number 2. Let's count how many groups we have. We have one box here, another one here, 2, and then 3. So we have 3 groups, and it says 3 groups of, so you want to find out how many are in each group. You can see that each group is the same, so we can just count from a single group. We have 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you look, they're all the same. So we can safely say that each group has 6. Now you want to find the total. You can do this by counting, or you can add. You have 6 here, 6 here, 6 here. We want to find the total. Then we would do 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 6 plus 6, this equals 12. Then 12 plus 6 18. We have 18 total. You can go through and count and you'll see that we do have 18 total. And then word problems. We're actually not going to do number 4. Sorry about that. We will be doing number 2. It says there are 114 second graders at Birch Elementary School. There are 97 second graders at Oak Tree Elementary School. Which school has more second graders and by how many more? So we want to subtract the smaller number from the bigger number to find the difference. 119 minus 97. 9 minus 7 equals 2. If you look here, you can just see this as 11 minus 9. Or 11 minus 9, that is 2. So the difference between the two is 22 second graders. And now we want to know which school has more. One school has 114. This is the Birch Tree. The other school has 97. This is the Oak Tree. Oh, Birch and Oak Tree. Let's compare. We have a 1 in the hundreds place. There's nothing in the hundreds place here. 1. And then... So now we've lined up the place values. If you compare, we have a 1 in the hundreds place and there's nothing in the hundreds place here. So we know that Birch Elementary School has more students, second graders, and by 22 more second graders. So yeah, that's how you solve these problems, and thank you guys for watching.